So I gave him a heads up. Somebody didn't want to answer. That's fine. Will you deal with me?
What is it?
I wanna ask some questions.
Ask questions.
Yeah, it's for a records request.
Alright, just a moment, okay?
I mean, if you want to go too, that's fine. I'm not filming y'all. I'm filming me anyway.
It's all good.
So I got the sheriff looking behind me. You'll help me? I'm not even filming y'all. I'm just wanting to ask some questions. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna want to ask the clerk of the court, you know, like y'all keep the clerk records for the court, right? For the actual like superior court or something like that. I'm just using general terms, and I'm not gonna hold you to your exact specific answer, okay? So, long story short, if someone over there across the street puts in a record, right, and then changes the record, there'll be something that would show that.
Yeah, there should be. Yeah,
Okay.
We can't delete anything out of the court record.
Okay, so if something changed on a, like say y'all had a record posted that citizens can review, okay, and I reviewed a record and I seen that something else is there in its place, or that it's missing, there's a record of that,
There
right?
should be a record of that.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm gonna want. I'm gonna want. Okay, she said there'll be a record of that. All right. I'm gonna want all of
Yeah, so we can get that. So we can only supply you what is in the record.
Right.
So like an audit on the case.
So-
do that with who houses that case, which I can get you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna want is the altercations to pages that were already in that record, like the docket or something like that, and I'll just say like I want the last 5 alterations to it, not the first entries. You know what I'm saying?
I can.
But the alteration.
But it's a court case.
Yes, ma'am. I have it.
Let's look and see. I'll show you what we got.
Yeah, I'm not filming you, and thank you for being forthcoming. Appreciate it. Okay, so 01.
Let me get signed in here.
Oh yeah. I'm not in a hurry.
Takes a second.
I'm retired. I'm not in a hurry.
Still, your time is. Let's see here. Okay. You said the case number?
Is 01
Uh-huh.
2021 CF 003691A.
1A is an apple.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me zoom this stuff up here so you can see it. These are the parties for the case?
Yes. Well, I didn't see them, but I believe that's them. Yes, that's them.
Okay. Alright.
I'm just gonna want to see. There was one thing that I was looking for. There was a failure to appear. It was in a record, and now it's missing.
There was a failure to.
Yes, and I want to see when that was added and when that was pulled. You see what I'm saying? That's just one
On
thing.
the docket lines, I'm on the last page because that's where the beginning of it starts.
Yeah, it starts on page 4.
Yep. So I'm kind of just going through.
Oh, you got to manually look for it like I did.
Yeah.
But all I'm wanting to know is like on your server or whoever, you know, if I'm requesting, how many alterations have been made to that Superior Court open case pending?
I think I have to research who would look into that for you.
Yes,
If it
that's
would
fine.
be-
I didn't expect it to get answered right away.
Yeah. If it
Okay,
would be our
and what I'm going to want to know is there's a failure to appear missing, and I'm going to want to know who did that, and I'm going to want to know why. I'm not in a hurry, so you don't have to write all this down yet.
Okay.
I am going to want to make some. I'm going to want to find out how much it would be to have a court case, all of the partitions just to that one individual named up there, Andre Abrams. Okay, I'm going to want to know how much it is up until this point to get every time he appeared. There's probably 30 times already in 3 years. This is Andre Abrams, the flamethrower. Gainesville flamethrower, yeah.
Is this in this case you're talking about?
Yes.
And how many times he did actually appear?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to want all the videography. You know, like they have a court recording. I'm going to want an estimate of how much all that's going to cost me.
Okay, so they're court reporting.
But see, you know, like just when the camera. Now, this has been an
Oh,
ongoing
the cameras
case.
are up through the sheriff's office. Though.
Yeah, just okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to want, you know, like he's appeared over 30 times on this case, you know, in the last 3 years and counting. I'm going to want an estimate of how much all that costs.
Okay, so that I can't tell you that.
That's okay.
Sheriff's
But that
office.
was. I thank you for just saying, well, I don't comment on that instead of telling me that's for the sheriff's department to
Yeah, we
cipher on.
We don't have access to the
That's cool.
cameras.
Alachua
as far
County
as, like,
Sheriff's
the-
Department is expensive for records.
Well, the voices in the courtroom, right? The court reporter who like handles the transcriptions of it.
Yes,
you know,
ma'am.
So you can get it typed or you can get it audio. That's upstairs on the
Yes,
state
ma'am.
level with us. You would just give them like.
You just write it down, tell me how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, because what they request to narrow that down because they have all kinds of cases, right?
Right.
You would give them, like, for example, if there was a court event, you would give them the case number and you would give them the date and the time and the courtroom that it was in so that they could narrow that down.
Oh,
And
okay. Okay, I got you. Can you put who I would look that up to, or
Yeah,
report
for,
that to?
for-
I'm not in a hurry. As long as you got time for me, I have time. But I want specifically where that paper that had the failure to appear that Judge Cryer authorized.
I'm going to ask about that because I think that they can run an audit on something. So I have the case number written down, and you said you're looking for a failure to appear that
For that case,
was
yes.
in there. Do you know maybe what month that was? What
I believe
year?
it was in February of last year.
February of this past year. So
Yeah,
2023.
somewhere in there. Don't quote me because I didn't come here with it because it's missing. You know what I'm saying? Now I have it on my hard drive and stuff, but I'm out to hang a hanging judge. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you were
Yeah.
around February
Judge Cryer.
2023.
He's authorized all this, I believe. And the DA. And the private attorney, Dean Galligani. And now the public defender's office.
This would be court.
But things is missing in that record from place to place. Also, someone, they deemed him incompetent. There's another, besides the failure to appear, they deemed him incompetent, and I made a video and called Judge Crider's name, and they made him competent on the paper again, or they entered that he is competent to stand trial now. But that was already decided months and months ago by Meridian and Dr. Rohr.
Okay, let me go get the court reporter's
Yeah.
number.
You're fine. I'm making a record of all this. That's why I'm talking like I'm doing. It's not a you, love. You hear me?
Yes, I understand.
Wait till I get to strip searching records.
I mean, 'cause it's
That's gonna be a bitch. Skips a bitch until they see my balls.
Just one of them. Something else I can grab behind.
It really only saves you like a day or two.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
Okay.
it's fine. Because the priority mail says 1 to 3 days. The express is 1 to 2 days.
Right. So it's, I get, yeah.
If they used to say it's overnight and now they don't say it's.
They don't say that anymore.
Pause this for a second.
Any court audio or transcripts, that's where you
Okay.
can request that?
Yes, ma'am. Is that out of the sheriff's office down at
No, this is for court for,
That's
the
for actually
voices
over
in
there.
the courtroom, yeah.
Okay.
For any cameras, I believe that's through the sheriff's office, you can double check with the bailiff's.
The court would be
sheriff's
fine.
office.
And so you recommend that I take each period and analyze it approximately the time to make it easier on.
So, and whenever you, request,
Because this is hard now, you know, it's the first time go for me.
yeah, so whenever you request audio or transcriptions from an actual court hearing, I know that you just need to have like the date, the time, and the courtroom. So
Okay.
they can narrow it down, find that specific
Yes,
court
ma'am.
date, and then they give you that.
Gotcha.
So you'll need the date, the time, and the courtroom. And you can see that on the docket line. if
Yes,
you
ma'am.
Request those.
And then you'll sign.
So here's this for you. I'm gonna go ask our staff attorney about who would run an audit on a case, if it needs to be like, if this is a felony case, does it need to be that department, or is it something that our IT does? Or
Gotcha.
something our IT does?
Hey, I got all the time in the
I'll
world.
be
Thank
right
you
back,
for your
okay?
time and effort. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. All right, I'm going to pause this again.
Our staff attorney says that our IT department can run an audit on a case.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a $50 search fee. I would give them the case number and your information to contact.
Okay, let me be specific because I'm disabled vet and I live on Section 8. So money is a scarcity, you know, and I'm advocating for someone which I have no financial stake in at all. Okay. Also, on there's several alterations to the record, and that would reflect
Yeah, she said
every
everything-
alteration to the record.
That was,
Not
anything
to-
that was removed or added, they would be able to tell
Okay.
on that.
Okay. Because I know there's old papers with y'all stamp on them. There's new papers with the old date on them, the records that they replaced.
Okay.
I'm just saying, one of them is one I could recite, you know, off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Just like this other, with the failure to appear, and then there was one other I cited. But so that would all be reflective.
It should be, that's what she said.
Because this is what I'm looking for. Like when I go to the police department, I say that I want the I want the blue team. I want the blue team notes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using an example.
Okay.
I want the blue team notes, right? That's the officer's entries, right? And if anything was modified against them, I would see that. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a check and balance, okay? And then if I wanted what the leadership did, they're on a different system. You see what I'm saying? Like I know there's Linda, and then I know there's something else. You know what I'm saying here? But this isn't my forum, you know, that I operate in.
Okay.
But that's what I want is like the I-Team
Where you can see.
Blue, the IA Team Blue Pro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm wanting from y'all. And you said it was kind of like an audit, but I don't think it's going to reflect that these papers were entered at a different date and time. Okay, in other words, one paper was in the record, right? We'll just say in the record, on the docket, whatever. Okay, so one paper that it replaced, it has the same paper in it with the same date, just different names.
Oh.
And that don't jive with me, you know?
Okay.
Deception is fraud, fraud at the government level is corruption.
Let me get you.
And that's what I'm after.
I think there's a search, there's a request form. I'll have you fill it out with your
Yes.
contact information, and I'll.
Now, I'm probably going to have to wait after the first of the month to tell you honestly, too.
Okay. Well, that's
But I
only-
can
that's
take,
only a few days away. It's okay.
yeah,
And
I
these
can
search,
take the,
I do believe goes pretty
estimate.
quickly. I can't give you an estimation of time, but I do think it goes pretty quickly.
yes, ma'am.
Let me.
There's a lot of discrepancies I've noted, you know, and I don't have special investigative powers where I can come in here and subpoena, you know, somebody to do all my bidding, you know. I'm not a law firm. But I know what's right and I know what's wrong. I know there was a paper in there that reflected Dr. Rohr got $600 for a character assassination. And I don't see that in there either. There's several things, you know.
I am just trying to find this request form for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Your first name?
I usually go by. Is that what you're gonna send it to?
I'm gonna send it. This is just to give to our IT team.
Okay. Usually I go by Blue Steel FOIA request at gmail.com.
That's your email.
Yes. Usually I don't give my name,
That's fine.
but if I am required to because of specifics, I would do
No,
that.
no, just so they can call and address you. It's fine. What's our phone
Yeah.
number so that when it's ready?
352
Uh-huh.
226 6001.
And you said your email was
Blue Steel
STEEL
FOIA
FOIA
REQ.
REQ.
Yes.
Okay.
UUEST
Uh-huh.
at gmail.com.
This is put case number here.
Think it's you got it, or I can say it again.
3691A is an apple, and you're wanting just a whole case audit.
I guess that's what you call it. What I'm wanting to see is the first run papers, and then I'm wanting to see a first run paper again. You know, the replacement for it, because or what was snatched out of there. You follow what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. So any replaced document.
Any replaced document, any added document that wasn't added at the time that it's dated for, because there's y'all's heading on the paper. You see what I'm saying? And it doesn't match the actions. You see what I'm saying? In other words, the man had a private attorney at one time, right? And he prayed for different things, right? Okay. Actually, he took no action for many months. But anyway, there's certain papers with his name on it. Then they're in a certain date time group. Well, there's new papers added in there as if they have the same date time group and they're occupying almost the same space. You see what I'm saying? And they couldn't possibly have ever occurred.
Okay. Well,
In other words, somebody here in this office did that. Or it was done across the street. Either or. I mean, I'm not making accusations yet,
It's okay.
but it's what I see. And that's
well,
why
they
I'm
can-
here.
They can give you a call. Again, it'll be. I can write.
Now, I'm not making a complaint or anything at this time. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have all my facts.
So just so you know,
I got suspicion. I got reasonable, articulable suspicion. I got some articulable facts. But I'm not done yet.
Okay. So this is my contact information.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the search fee for IT is $50. So here's this. Whenever
Yes,
you're ready,
ma'am.
you're welcome to come down here or to call me. You can take
Yes,
care of it
ma'am.
over the phone. I've got your information. Does all this look correct? So we've got today's date, your phone number,
Yes, ma'am.
your email address.
Yes, ma'am.
And I've just got the case number, 21 CF 3691A as an apple. And
Yes, ma'am.
Whole case audit or any replaced docket entries or filing.
Right. Any altercations to the record, especially something that was taken out but was first entered into the record, like the failure to appear. Okay, and if it's missing, I want to know who, what, where, how, and why. Everything about that, so I can go after that person.
Okay. So
And
this is-
to interrogate that person as to who they got the order from, probably by records request by 119. You know.
That's fine. All right, I'll put this request in today.
I always feel it's better to state my intent so I don't walk away. It's not that I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? It's you don't really matter in the matter. You know what I'm saying?
Just a middleman, yeah.
I'm just recording
understand.
it for the record.
I understand. So we'll get this in. I imagine whenever you're available, give us a call. Either you can come by and
Yes, ma'am.
cash, card, or check. We can obsess that payment, and then we'll get this search
Yes,
going.
ma'am.
And
Hopefully they won't alter the record between now and then.
then
Any further?
what we can do, I'm pretty sure that they'll do this.
It's their record. They can do what they want to. I just want to know the
Yeah,
who,
well,
how,
anything
where,
can-
the five,
They'll
W's.
start working on this for you, okay?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
If he has any questions, he'll give you a
No,
call.
I'm going to cut this off right now because I think pretty much all my... Oh, one more question on the record. And if you don't know, you don't have to comment.
Okay.
Okay. Who funds y'all? In other words, do you draw your paycheck from the state or the county? If you don't
I'm
really
a
know,
county- I'm a county employee. I don't
you're a
work with the
county
courts.
employee.
Yeah.
Okay. Is the clerk?
So each department's a little different.
Oh,
You could-
okay.
Yeah, you'd have to talk to the clerk or.
I got you, I got
somebody
you.
higher, maybe our chief
So
deputy,
you're a
but
county employee.
Each department's different in how we get our funding. And
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Records doesn't deal with the courts.
So I'm county employee. So I'm gonna cut this off now. Thank y'all for your attention.